Auntie Lupe tells me to keep a dream journal because it's going to unlock your unconscious and help with everything sitting there at the back of your chest just waiting to pour out. I nod and take a long sip of my coffee, sweetened with organic sugar. All around her room I see different dreams that have run their course, plus a few still in bloom. Her latest collection of essays is stacked on a bookshelf beside an old photo of her parents that I've never seen. They look young and convinced that they have a happy life ahead of them. Imagine a house, she says. Say it's this place where we're sitting right now. You're like this room, these yellow walls holding up the ceiling and giving something for the paintings to hang against and for the dog to bark at in the daytime while I write. But underneath the house, there is a maze of concrete and earth, foundations covered in a million handprints. Do you kind of get what I'm trying to say, dear? I give her a smile and shake my head, admiring her halo. How does she get her frizzy hair to stay in place like that? When she smiles, her eyes disappear and tiny piercing diamonds stare out. I don't know. I sort of understand. Auntie Lupe smiles back at me. That's the beauty of it. There are lots of things we don't know, and we don't have to. That's partly why we dream, to explore. She leans back and gives herself an inward grin, claps her hands together and looks down at the morning tea between us. You don't like cheesecake, dear? I take a slice and dig my fork into the wobbly centre of berry and biscuit before bringing the cake to my lips and biting into it. She's pleased to see me eating something she chose all by herself. I have to finish the entire slice before we can resume our conversation. During my last mouthful, she comes out of her trance. You've got to bargain with yourself, dear, Auntie Lupe says. Like you do at work when you're talking to important people. I guess you do things like that sometimes, don't you? Tell yourself that after your meeting you can go to the staff kitchen and have a cup of tea and a break, even though you know deep down that you can't take a break until later in the day. It's the same thing with your dreams. If you make a commitment to write them down, you'll find it easier over time to access your raw power. And then you won't just be the rooms and the roof. You'll know the foundations. You'll know what you're really made of.